Hey everybody, my name is Jeahn.
And I'm Kyle.
And this is A Different Perspective.
So why are we starting this? I feel like it's something that I've talked to John about for a very long time, wanting to start a vlog or a tutorial series about just helping people with photography and just talking about the creative process. So for weeks, we kind of talked back and forth and just decided, what the heck, let's just do something and just start. I feel like that's the topic that we landed on and that's what we should roll with. So here we are.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, I think it's so easy to get struck down and kind of discouraged by seeing these really well-spoken people who've been, doing this for a long time, and you try to be like them at the beginning, realizing you can't be that way at the beginning, and just starting and putting out crap content is kind of the way to go. So that's kind of our mindset behind this.
Yeah, and a lot of the videos that I see that inspire me and make me want to do something like this, I get into the habit of, instead of just taking that inspiration and creating something with it, I get myself so bogged down in the process and start thinking, well, I can't do something as good as what they're doing. So why would anyone want to listen to me? Or, why should I put out content?
Yeah, I'm in the same exact boat. You think wow, it's so saturated already, there's nothing I can do. But I think there are, hundreds of thousands of people who are at the beginning, kind of like we are, and we can kind of share that journey together. But also this is for us to learn and grow ourselves. So even if nobody sees this, we're learning, we're growing, and we're becoming better people as we do it.
I myself have been into photography and video production on a serious level for about the last 5 years. My passion for it really started back in high school in about 2006 at the start of my senior year, when I had my first photo class. But I've always been a creative person. I have my dad and brother who are both into motion graphics and graphic design. So I've always had that creative inspiration within my family. Always led me to, on a path where I wanted to do something creative and always wanted to put out creative content out there. That's one of the reasons why Jeahn and I started talking and wanted to get into something like this. For me, starting a YouTube series like this is, in a way, just a challenge to myself to see if I can do it, to learn from this process, because I struggle so much with self-confidence and trying to find a voice or trying to find something creative that will inspire other people and potentially have them learn something from me. In a roundabout way, I want to do this because I hope that, somebody else is watching that wants to start something, could be potentially inspired by it to do their own thing, and see this goofball who's trying to, stumble through words, doing this and putting it out there. That you don't have to be like all those other people that you're seeing that have been doing it for years to just start something and just put content out there. You can do it at any level, and you should do it, because you will never reach that point. You will never get to that extent, and you'll never feel that great or confident about yourself unless you start somewhere.
Yeah, dude, I really align with that same exact mentality and thought process behind coming along this journey with you. This has been really fun, getting to know you and start this journey together, because I feel like that helps us to pursue it and have accountability and actually just do it. And I think something that people could take away from this is find someone like-minded as you and see if they can't help you go along with the process as well. But my background in photography is pretty simple. I actually picked up a camera a year and a half ago, and I just started shooting like crazy and just diving into all the theory behind things. And I got into this phase where I was getting way too much of a perfectionist. I was so detail oriented to the point where I had to have my colors perfect. I had to have the framing perfect, the concept perfect. But then I realized I wouldn't get anything done because nothing is ever perfect. And so I think the big thing for me is just getting this stuff out there and not worrying about if I stumble over words or if the lighting isn't perfect or whatever, and just doing it. And in doing it, we get better as we go, just naturally. So I think that's my mentality. But yeah, I remember I've always kind of been visually thrilled to do something creatively with photography. And back in the day, I had a point and shoot camera when I was like 12 that my mom got me, and I would film myself on my bike, or I would do like funny little stop motions with my toys that were really crappy. So looking back, I guess I've always kind of been into it, but I never really decided to do it until the last year or two. And it's been an amazing journey. So that's why I'm here. And then, the biggest thing that I'm trying to take away from this is just trying to reward myself for doing something rather than be hard on myself for not doing it perfectly. I think that's kind of the goal for this series.
So for the format of this series, each episode will be diving into a photography or creative topic to have a discussion about.
And at the end of every episode, we're going to be challenging each other on a specific topic about photography, videography. And then in the next episode, we'll share how we approach that challenge and our process behind it. I felt it was kind of fitting that this is our first episode of A Different Perspective. We're going to be tackling 1-point perspective photography.
All right.
So if you don't know what 1-point perspective is, basically in illustration, it's where you draw 1 point on a piece of paper and all of the leading lines from where you're viewing something lead to that 1 point, usually right down the middle of the frame.
Thank you so much for watching episode 1 of A Different Perspective. We hope by watching this series that you understand that no matter what skill level you're at or where you are in your creative journey, that at any point you can just start, you can do this, and just ultimately have fun with it.
So if you would like to join us on this journey, consider subscribing and click the bell icon so that you're notified when we upload the next episode. Don't worry about being perfect, just put yourself out there and just start.
See you next time.